What is the Barak Karandul project? Well, honestly, if you figure it out, let me know. Oh, we're filming? Oh, okay. Right. Um, what is the Barak Karandul project? Well, it is a fair question. If you are new to the channel and you have clicked on one of my videos, well, you may have actually asked the perfectly reasonable question of, what the heck am I looking at? Barak Karandul actually started as a gaming tabletop project. I wanted to build something physical for the table, some terrain, some scenery, a place where we could play Warhammer. But then somewhere along the way, it kind of morphed. Now, I've shared all this on a recent video, so I won't repeat myself, but I get asked questions, and people sometimes ask me, is this a tutorial channel? And the answer, honestly, is no, yes, maybe. It's not strictly a tutorial channel. I'm not really trying to present myself as some expert painter giving you the definitive way to paint. I'm really just trying to show the journey of this build. But people have asked, what colors am I using? Well, for a while, I put paint colors in the subtitles. Then I stopped for a few episodes, and then someone at my local game store was like, why did you take those out? Because I liked seeing those. I found them interesting and helpful. Okay, I hear you. And so, no, it's not strictly a tutorial channel, but if something I do helps you paint your own army, build your own terrain, or think through your own passion project, that's a win for me. Other people have asked, is this a gaming channel? Again, no. But hold that thought. There are not battle reports here every week. I'm not really building the channel around rules commentary or competitive play. But the project began on the tabletop. Gaming is still part of the root system. My nerd herd and I have had some ideas about what Barak Karandul might become at the table. So that door is not closed. It's just not the main focal point yet. And then there is the story. Is this a story channel? No. Yes. Sort of. Again, the story actually began by accident. A ghost dwarf making fun of my efforts. And I've shared this before. There was just a few images, a few moments that were supposed to be atmosphere more than plot. But then those moments started connecting. The whole started to have a memory, and then the miniature started to become character. And the frustrated novelist in me has had a lot of fun turning these miniatures into characters. There is also a low-key philosophical edge to the project that kind of grew over time. I started speculating about the boundaries between reality, fantasy, creativity, between human imagination, and even the tools we use to extend it. I'm not always sure that part comes through clearly. That's my fault, I'm sure. But it is there. So, what is Barak Karandul? I think the simplest answer is this. Barak Karandul is a tabletop world-building project. Part painting log, part terrain build, part story, and part reflection on why we make things. It is a handmade fantasy world built one model and one terrain piece and one question at a time. Some episodes are about painting, some are about terrain, some are about finishing units, building walls, placing rivers, adding scaffolding, or trying to make a ruined fortress feel lived in again. Some episodes are about lore, and some episodes are really about the hobby itself, keeping the joy alive, getting through the ugly stages, finding what makes each model unique, and remembering why we started building. Now, if you're new here, you don't have to go back and start at chapter 1. You can come through the painting, through the terrain, through the shorts, through the story, or just through the mood of the place. If something catches your attention, follow that thread. This video is just supposed to be the front door. I'm not going to explain the whole story here. In fact, over the next few weeks, I want to put together a few short guide videos for new viewers. One on the story so far, one on the main characters, and maybe talk about some of the tools I use to make all of this. They're just extra signposts for anyone who's wandered into the mountain and wants or needs a map. So if you're new here and wondering what Barak Karandul is, the honest answer is it is a build, a story, a table, and a place I keep returning to in hopes of conversation with you. So welcome to the mountain.